So it appears the whole coffee date conversation has kind of reared its ugly head on TikTok again. And listen, I am going to preface this by saying you can choose whatever dates you want to go on. If you don't like coffee dates, don't go on coffee dates. It's your date, it's your way of dealing with how you do the whole dating process, how you interview someone, how you determine if you like them or not, that sort of thing. Do what you like to do. But I'm going to tell you why I prefer coffee dates, okay? So, now I haven't actually gone on a date in, I don't know, probably about 2 years. But I learned to start doing coffee dates because one of my first dates after I was separated, and we're talking, God, it feels like 10 years now, I think that I've been separated, right? Feels like it. Probably less. Probably like more like 6 or 7, but okay. Who's keeping track? Apparently not me. So one of my first dates with somebody, after was with this guy. I don't remember his name, but a buddy of mine, when I was dating, we used to come up with nicknames. So we'll just call him Daisy Dukes, okay? So Daisy Dukes, the reason that we're calling him Daisy Dukes is because in this one of his photos, it showed him fishing on a river, shirtless, wearing nothing but the most shortest cut-off shorts you have ever seen, okay? Shortest cut-off shorts you have ever seen. And it was a hot photo, right? It was a hot photo. And at the time, because I had I was not looking to get back into a serious relationship. I just wanted a fuck buddy. And I was pretty upfront and honest, right? So I would do coffee dates to start off to get to know these guys, see, how they... So I chat with this guy for about a day or so. Like, I was very novice when I started dating again. Very novice. But I talked to this guy for all of a day. We make arrangements to go to Starbucks. So I go to Starbucks, and this guy shows up. And good Lord, did he not look anything like his photos. Absolutely. Like, we're talking probably at least a 5-year difference and a hell of a lot of drugs. Like, there must have been meth involved. Okay, because this man went from being a fucking Calvin Klein model to the roughest looking, skinniest, like, white boy I had ever seen. Like, just awful. So we sit down, we get talking, and this man proceeds to tell me about every mental health problem and drug issue that he has had for the last couple of years. Oh, yeah, like, total turn on, babe. Like, so hot. I really want to hear about how you've been depressed and drowning yourself in drugs and alcohol and everything else for the last... Oh, yeah, totally, totally hot. And I'm sitting there and I'm drinking my white hot chocolate from Starbucks with whipped cream on top. Thank God I got whipped cream because I don't know how I would have survived without that whipped cream. So I am continuing to listen to this man tell me his horrific stories, right? I honestly was about ready to start charging him per minute for therapy at this point because he was just trauma dumping on me. And I finished my coffee, or my white hot chocolate, sorry, not my coffee. I finished my white hot chocolate and say, well, it's been nice chatting with you, but I need to get going. And he stands up and he goes, oh, are we going to go back to your place? And I went, nope. Tossed my garbage out and walked out the door. Now, had I gotten dinner with this gentleman, I wouldn't have had an easy escape. I wouldn't have been able to finish my drink fast, by the way. Just, no matter how hot it was going down my throat as quickly as I could get it to without burning myself. I wouldn't have been able to make a quick escape. And after that date, I realized that coffee dates are the best way to get to know somebody. Because you have the ultimate out. You could finish your drink in 10 minutes and be like, well, it's getting late. I gotta go. You're not waiting for appetizers. You're not waiting for your food. You got your coffee and you can run the fuck out the door. Now, since then, I have learned to talk to people longer, get to know them. I've had people tell me, why don't you do video chats and stuff like that? Because I don't like video chats. I find them impersonal. I don't like them. I'd rather just take the hit of going on the coffee date, and if the person shows up and, does not look anything like their photo, or they're a complete and utter asshole compared to what they've been while I've been talking to them on the phone throughout the week, texting back and forth, that's on me. I will take the hit. Plus, it makes for most interesting stories because I've been catfished quite a few times. But for me, like, I don't want to go on a dinner date because then I am stuck. If I am having a nightmare, I feel very awkward to get up in the middle of waiting for food or in the middle of eating or whatever and have to get up and leave. I have done, stupidly, a dinner date the first time with someone because they insisted. And when he showed up, I went, oh my God, like, he looks nothing like his photo. He's really, really short. He's really, really thin. Of course, we get talking. I find out that he's got all these health issues. Now, I've already got all my own health issues. I don't need somebody else. He proceeds to insult me because of my gray hair. He proceeds to tell me how my relationships should have gone previously. Like, just an utter asshole. And by the time, and this is all before the waitress gets over. So instead of ordering food, I ordered a piece of cake, but then he orders food. He actually orders like food. And I was like, shit. Because I had not planned on having dinner. I had planned on just grabbing dessert with this person, but no, they decided to have actual food. So because the option was there, then I was stuck. I was stuck while he was, so there got to be a point where I finished my cake and then I was just like, well, I wasn't planning on staying for like full dinner. I'm gonna just pay my bill and go. So he gets, even though he's in the middle of food, he gets his bill as well. I made sure, one, to out tip him. Because I'm like, I'm still gonna look good, but and then I was out the door. So I'm telling you, while I understand other women, other people want like full effort, right? They want the dinner, they want the flowers, they want, take me to a movie afterwards, take me to a show, take me to dancing. I want the very first date to be a coffee date, something casual. I buy my own drink, you buy yours. Nobody owes anybody anything. And then if I like you enough to have sat, because I've had coffee dates that turned into dinner dates that turned into, I've had dates that went beyond the coffee date because I enjoyed talking with them so much that I wanted to spend way more time with them than just that coffee. That's how I know. That's how I know. If I ask you to go and, I've had coffee dates that turned into dinner dates later that day or, whatever, right? But for me, like, I just want that out. I just want the ability to know that I can fucking run out that door without appearing incredibly insulting. Because I find that if it was a dinner, then, I'm going to appear incredibly rude. I'm going to appear, and I want that out. But that's just me. That is just me.